If you guys could bring back one thing from the UK back with you to the States, what would it be?
Yeah, my boyfriend.
Spider-Man 4 is happening, and that you'll be back as Spider-Man.
What if I told you that Zendaya might not just be returning as MJ in the next Spider-Man movie?
The last thing you Googled. Do you remember?
The last thing I Googled was actually hair.
It's kind of iconic.
I'm not on socials,
Yeah.
and I delete it when I'm not using it. So sometimes, like, it's more of a bit of an anxiety thing, but like, I'll check to see that like everything's good, and just make sure we're all cool. So I just give a little bit of a look to the news.
But could actually be suiting up as a full-fledged superhero for the first time in the MQ. Yeah, you heard that right.
Who's the last person I sent a meme to? Probably Tom. Yeah, he gets the most of it.
The internet is absolutely exploding right now with new details about Spider-Man Brand New Day, and what we've uncovered is going to blow your mind.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a very dangerous skill to have, I think, a little bit.
Yeah.
You gotta use it responsibly. If you do have.
With great power comes great responsibility.
There you go. Shout out.
Yeah. Shout out.
Let's get into it. Background all right, let's set the stage. Spider-Man Brand New Day is set to hit theaters on July 31st.
You told me about the nightmare of Tom choking in a Spider-Man suit, right? Like on his own vomit.
I get scared all the time. Like, what if he's working so hard that he throws up?
And then
he can't, he chokes.
Yeah.
I think about all the time. Like, that's
true. That's very valid.
really
2026, and it's going to be a massive deal for the MQ.
That is terrifying that that's true.
Yeah,
that is
there's
crazy.
no quick way to get it. I don't feel like everybody was just ignoring the fact that was a real issue, but yeah.
No, for
I'm really impressed with how you change accents all the time.
No, seriously. Because if I had to do a British accent, I think the more I'm around British people and they're my family now. Yeah.
This is the fourth Spider-Man film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I think someone who has beautiful charisma, not on the Dune cast, but I personally worked for me, is Mr. Tom Holland. So. No, definitely him in the sense that like I'm more shy and like kind of quiet, so it takes a little bit more to like pull me out of my shell. But he's great at just like talking to people and getting to know people, and like you see him on talk shows and stuff like that. He's just naturally very good at that. Whereas for me, I've definitely had to like pull it out of me a little bit. So.
And it's positioned right between Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars.
If you're going to take Zendaya to an English beach or a beach in the UK, where would you take her?
I've been to some, actually.
Oh, have you?
I have. When I was shooting Spider-Man out here a few years ago, we went to the pebbly one. What's the pebbly beach?
Oh, I don't know.
It's very rocky.
I don't know. I would say, you know, Spider-Man, just because it would be cool to have like live in a city where Spider-Man exists. It would be cool.
That's not a coincidence, folks. This movie is going to be crucial for the multiverse saga. Now, if you remember the heartbreaking ending of Spider,
Zendaya, easy. I often think that, you know, had I not decided to start playing golf or not met Zendaya, I'd be a mess. I'd be an absolute mess. So I'm very grateful for those two things.
Zendaya, it's non-stop. And she sends me too much. It's like, I can't keep up because I delete my Instagram for days at a time. I download it to post and then I have to check my messages and I'll have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of things from her. And I try and keep up, but it's intense.
Man No Way Home. Doctor Strange cast a spell that made everyone in the entire world forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. And I mean everyone. MG, played by Zendaya.
I saw on the list Zendaya and I was like, I recognize her. I recognize that name. I recognize that name. And I had previously been watching a video of her singing and dancing in her car to a Beyonce song. So that's how I knew who she was. But then I found out she was a Disney kid, and there's all these stories about Disney kids. I was like, I'll be interested to see what a Disney kid is like. But she's the most down-to-earth, regular, easygoing girl you'll ever meet. And she's super funny. She's super funny.
Ned, Happy Hogan, literally every single person who ever knew Peter's secret identity, they all forgot. Peter made the ultimate sacrifice to save the multiverse, and he's been completely erased from the memories of everyone he loves.
There she is, looking beautiful in what I had.
As ever.
The movie ended with Peter living in a tiny apartment, working alone, being a true friendly neighborhood Spider-Man without any of the Stark tech or...
There she is, looking beautiful in what I had. As ever.
I fixed my girlfriend's door once, really early on in our relationship. I was hanging out at her house and her door was broken. I was like, I'm gonna fix that door for you. And now we're in love.
Avengers connections. It was beautifully tragic, and it set up a completely new direction for the character. Peter Parker has truly never been more alone. The big reveal, so here's where things get absolutely wild. For months, fans have been wondering, is Zendaya even coming back? After that ending, how could MJ be part of Peter's story if she doesn't remember him at all? Well, the answer is finally here, and it's way more interesting than we thought. According to recent reports and insider scoops, Zendaya is definitely returning to Spider-Man Brand New Day. That's confirmed. But here's the kicker, she might not just be playing MJ as we know her. Multiple sources are now pointing to the possibility that Zendaya could be playing a character called Jackpot, who is actually a superhero in the Marvel Comics universe. Let me explain what Jackpot is all about, because this is where it gets really cool. In the Marvel Comics storyline, also called Brand New Day, which came out in 2007, there's a mysterious new superhero who appears called Jackpot. She has red hair, incredible abilities, and when she first shows up, Spider-Man actually thinks she might be Mary Jane Watson in disguise. The resemblance is intentional, and it creates this really interesting dynamic where Peter is dealing with someone who looks like his lost love, but isn't actually her. Now, in the comics, Jackpot was originally a woman named Sarah Egret who eventually passed the mantle to someone else. But here's the genius part. Marvel Studios could adapt this storyline to have Michelle Jones become Jackpot. Since she doesn't remember Peter Parker at all thanks to Doctor Strange's spell, she could have her own journey that leads her to becoming a superhero completely independent of Spider-Man. She wouldn't even know that she used to date Peter Parker. Can you imagine how emotionally devastating but also incredibly exciting that would be? Peter Parker encountering this new superhero, seeing her in action, maybe even having to work alongside her, all while she has absolutely no idea who he is or what they meant to each other. That's the kind of storytelling that makes the MQ special. Supporting evidence now, you might be thinking, this sounds like a cool theory, but is there any real evidence? Well, let me lay it out for you. First of all, the movie is literally called Brand New Day, which is the exact same title as the comic storyline where Jackpot first appeared. That's not a coincidence. Kevin Feige and the Marvel Studios team always choose their titles very deliberately. Second, we know that Zendaya has confirmed her return, but multiple reports suggest her role will be smaller than in previous films. This makes sense if she's being repositioned not as Peter's girlfriend, but as a new superhero character who gets introduced in this film and could potentially have a larger role in future MQ projects. Third, and this is really important, there have been rumors about MJ acquiring special abilities in the film. In the comics, Jackpot gets her powers from a device that grants random superhuman abilities. It's risky and unpredictable, but it makes ordinary people into heroes. Marvel Studios could easily adapt this concept for the MQ. Also, consider Zendaya's schedule. She's filming Euphoria Season 3, she's doing Dune Part 3, she's got Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey coming up. The woman is busy. A smaller role that establishes her as a new superhero character would be the perfect way to keep her in the MQ without requiring her to be in every scene. Let's talk about what this could mean for the bigger picture of the MQ. Spider-Man Brand New Day is coming out right between two Avengers movies. Kevin Feige has already said that this film will show us a proper Spider-Man, for the first time dealing with street-level crime in New York City. That's why they're bringing in John Bernthal as the Punisher and possibly Charlie Cox as Daredevil. These are street-level heroes. If Zendaya is playing Jackpot, she could be part of this new street-level team that's forming. Imagine a future where we have Spider-Man, Daredevil, Punisher, and Jackpot all operating in New York City. That's basically the Defenders but in the MQ, and it would be absolutely incredible. There's also the emotional weight this brings to Peter's character. He gave up everything, his relationships, his identity, to save the world. And now the woman he loves is out there becoming a hero on her own, without him, without even knowing he exists. That's going to create some seriously compelling drama. Tom Holland and Zendaya have incredible chemistry, both on screen and off screen since they're engaged in real life, and seeing them play characters who don't know each other, but are drawn together anyway, could be absolutely heartbreaking in the best way. Plus, this opens up so many possibilities for the next 2 Spider-Man films. This is supposed to be the first film in a new trilogy. If Zendaya is jackpot now, the next 2 movies could explore Peter trying to reconnect with her, maybe even trying to restore her memories, or learning to accept that the MJ he knew is gone, and this is a new person with a new life. The cast and crew, let's also talk about who else is involved in this project, because the cast is stacked. Tom Holland is obviously back as Peter Parker, and based on interviews, he's been very involved in developing the story. He said that he won't do a 4th Spider-Man movie unless they have a really good reason to tell the story, and apparently they found it. Destin Daniel Cretton is directing, and if you saw Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, you know this guy can deliver incredible action sequences and emotional character moments. He was originally supposed to direct Avengers: The Kang Dynasty, before that got reworked into Avengers: Doomsday, so Marvel clearly trusts him with their biggest properties. Sadie Sink from Stranger Things has also been cast in an undisclosed role. Fans are speculating she could be playing Gwen Stacy, Mary Jane Watson from another universe, or even Mayday Parker, Peter's daughter from an alternate future. Whatever role she's playing, it's clearly significant. And then there's the confirmed addition of John Bernthal as Punisher. This character is brutal, violent, and morally complex. His inclusion suggests that Brand New Day is going to have a darker, more grounded tone than previous Spider-Man films. We're talking about a Spider-Man who's truly on his own, dealing with the harsh realities of protecting New York City without the Avengers or Stark Industries backing him up. Fan reactions and theories. The fan reaction to all of this has been absolutely wild. Social media is exploding with theories, fan art, and speculation. Some fans are completely on board with the jackpot idea, saying it's a fresh take that respects the ending of No Way Home while still bringing Zendaya back in a meaningful way. Other fans are more cautious. They loved the ending of No Way Home so much that they're worried any attempt to undo it or bring MJ back into Peter's life will feel forced or will cheapen that sacrifice. These fans want Peter to move on, to embrace his new life, and to maybe find new relationships. There's also a theory floating around that involves the multiverse and Battleworld. Since Brand New Day comes out between Doomsday and Secret Wars, some fans think the entire movie might take place in Battleworld, the patchwork reality created by Doctor Doom in the comics. If that's the case, literally anything could happen, including different versions of MJ from different universes showing up. The speculation is endless, and honestly, that's what makes being a Marvel fan so much fun. We get to theorize, debate, and imagine all the possibilities before the movie even comes out. So there you have it, everyone. Zendaya is returning to the MQ in Spider-Man Brand New Day, and there's a very real possibility she could be playing Jackpot, giving her a superhero role for the first time in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Whether this theory pans out or Marvel has something completely different planned, one thing is certain: this movie is going to be emotional, action-packed, and absolutely essential viewing for the future of the MQ. Spider-Man Brand New Day swings into theaters on July 31st, 2026, and we'll be here covering every single update, trailer, and piece of news until then. What do you think about Zendaya potentially playing Jackpot? Do you want to see MJ become a superhero, or would you rather see Peter move on to a completely new chapter? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on all the latest Marvel news, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Give this video a thumbs up if you're excited for Spider-Man Brand New Day, and check out our other videos for more MQ breakdowns and theories. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Excelsior!